This video is specifically for the Duramax diesel truck owners from 2001 through 2010 year models. And that covers the LB7, the LLY, the LBZ, and the LMM. Now, you probably found me here because you're online, you're looking for better fuel economy for your Duramax. And let me just stop you right there. If you have a 2011 through 2018 Duramax, I've got another video for that. And you can learn about the products that I have for those newer ones, the newer Duramax models, at my website, powerupdiesel.biz. Anyways, back to the 2001s to 2010 Duramaxes. If you're one of those truck owners that are just kind of frustrated that, you know, you're only seeing 14, 15 miles per gallon, and you want to squeeze a few more miles per gallon out of that, I believe that my custom tuning that I've been working on over the last 10 years is the solution for you to see at least another 4, 5, even 6, 7 mile per gallon gains out of your truck running empty, and about a 20% gain when you're towing a trailer. Because I just had a gentleman call me today with the 2006 LBZ. He's frustrated because every time he hooks on a trailer with only even 5,000 pounds on it, his truck drops down to 9, 10 miles per gallon. And he was asking me, what could I do to help him get? And I said, probably a 2 mile per gallon gain. And he says, is that it? And I said, well, let's do the math. If you're at 10 and I take you to 12, you just increase your fuel economy 20%, which is a $20 savings for every $100 in fuel. He saw the light. Yes, that's quite a bit. When you're running empty, a lot of times what we see is folks coming to me and they're that 13, 14 mile per gallon range, 15, 16. And we'll take, say, a 14 mile per gallon truck, and they'll end up seeing, 18, 19 miles per gallon. And a lot of times folks come to me, they're already up in that 17, 18. We'll take them up into the low 20s. And that, if you do the math, that's pretty much a 20% gain also. So what exactly is it that I do? Well, people ask me, what's the difference between your tuning and EFI Live? Well, EFI Live, for one, is not a tune. It's a tool that is used to build tunes, all right? I use EFI Live from 2006 through 2010 Duramaxes, and from 2005 backwards, I use Westers tuning to build my tunes, because that's what I started with in this industry, because Westers is the pioneer, literally, of the Duramax tuning. EFI Live came after Westers in that their licensing and everything. So I built tunes for them the last 10 years using these different softwares, and those tunes are designed for working class trucks to get them more low end power, to get them up moving quicker out of the hole, to hold gears when they're on grades, and to produce better fuel efficiency. All of this without having to add air intakes, bigger exhaust, all that. You don't need to do that with my economy tunes, because these are working class truck tunes. I've taken the best tried and true tunes over the last 10 years, and I've compiled them onto a downloader that you can get at my website at powerupdiesel.biz. There's 7 tunes for each year model on here, and they'll be labeled on there like 50 economy, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, okay? And each level, say 50 is like a 50 horsepower tune, and 80 is like an 80 horsepower tune. So you'll find, like for the LBZs, you'll find, the 60, 70, 80s. And in the instructions that I send with it, I'll tell you, if you have a 2007 LBZ, try the 70 Econ tune first, because this is the one that customers has come back to me and said, hey, this one, I'm seeing 5 mile per gallon gains with. And so that one we recommend, if you have an LBZ, to put the 70 economy on. Back if it's a 2003 Duramax, then actually the 90 Econ gets the best economy. So in the instructions, and actually even on the website at powerupdiesel.biz, it'll tell you what each tune in there is typically used for. Now, I get a lot of people ask me, can I use your tunes for both towing and fuel economy? Do I need to switch between a 50 and an 80 if I'm towing? No, you don't, because again, I designed these tunes really around a working class truck. So if you put the 70 Econ on your truck, you can go out and hook onto your trailer and tow it just fine, as long as you're controlling the power with your right foot, okay? Because that's where the power is controlled. I'm not overfueling the engine. These are not race tunes. These are not, quarter mile tunes. These are working class truck tunes for more low end power and better fuel efficiency. So they're really, I'd call them safe tunes. They're in over 12,000 Duramaxes to date, and I have not had anybody come back to me and said, you blew up my engine. And that's because these are tunes that are not out overfueling the engine. Because the easiest way to get horsepower out of a diesel engine is to add more fuel. And we changed pulse duration, which adds more fuel, but we also changed areas in the boost and the turbo and all that to make up for it. And you'll see a chart on my website that shows you how we take the torque curve compared to a stock torque curve, get that torque to rise faster, and then bring it into the stock torque curve. Instead, if you took a race tune, that race tune would bring you up, and it keeps going up, right? So it keeps adding, and that's where you run into danger if you're towing heavy loads or whatnot with heat, because when you see black smoke, that's fuel still burning in the exhaust manifold when those valves open, and you don't want that. So with these tunes, they're safe. They're made for low end power, and they're made for better fuel efficiency. We got customers getting, 3, 4, all the way up to 6, 7 mile per gallon gains. They're easy to load. The programmer comes with a cable. You just plug it in right there. That's that data port plug right underneath the dash. This will light up. There's an instruction sheet that goes with it. It'll download your stock information on here. You select the tune that you're looking for. If I said, a 70 Econ for that LBZ or an 80 Econ for an LMM, select that tune. Try that tune first. You can change your tire size if you put bigger tires on. You can remove your speed limiter. You can trouble codes. You check your DTCs if you have a check engine light with this. You can erase them. You can look at basically everything that GM lets come out of that data port as data. You can look at it with this right here. Now, this is not a GM Tech 2 tool. You can't really do a lot of troubleshooting with this, but you can do quite a bit other than just load the tunes on there. So what I'm going to tell you to do is go to my website right now, Power Up Diesel. There's a lot more information on it there. You'll actually see a video that was done on one of the shows on the Velocity channel about this, and they show you how to download it. It'll save your stock information, so if you ever want to put your truck back to stock and move it to another truck, you can do that. It VIN locks per the truck, but once you do a restore to stock, it'll unlock that truck, and then you can use this for another Duramax. But go to my website right now, powerupdiesel.biz. On the left-hand column, you will see 2003 through 2010. Select that. You'll see the tuner. Add it to your cart. I'll get one shipped out to you as quickly as possible. We're moving the daylights out of these. I'm having to order parts every week. We are selling these like crazy right now. I saw a drop-off in sales when the 11s through 18s, the LML models came out, and now the L5P. But a lot of people are going back to these older trucks because they're affordable now, and they're not an $80,000 brand new truck. So I'm getting a ton of people wanting to upgrade their truck, get the better fuel efficiency out of it. And by the way, the 2001 to 2002 are not loaded on here because the ECMs in those older trucks are extremely sluggish, and this might lock up those old trucks, 2001, 2002. If you pull your ECM out and ship it to me, I will tune it on the bench with our software, putting in our best tried and true tunes on it. So go to Power Up Diesel right now, add the tuner to your cart. I'll get it shipped out to you. I give you a full 30 days to run it. This is a returnable item with a money-back guarantee. My guarantee is if you don't like it, call me, let me know. My phone number is on the website. It sits right on top. That's my personal cell phone number. You can text me. You can email me. All that information is on there. I'll answer your questions. If you call, you'll talk to me. I'm just a small company right now, and just go right now and add it to your cart, and I will be talking to you when you have your questions. So we'll see you later. Thanks for watching this video.